So I've been putting off posting a video on YouTube for since I've been traveling. I've been traveling for almost 3 months, and I've been posting a little bit here and there on Instagram. And right now I'm having lunch. Durian, for those who know it, um, definitely an acquired fruit taste. But if you like it, you'd probably obsess with it. And yeah, I'm just sitting here contemplating what to talk about between traveling, right? And I've been in the Philippines the last 2 months, from end of January to the beginning of April. I was in the Philippines. I have so much to share about that, and I haven't yet. A lot of hesitancy in trying to start being a vlogger full time. And I've definitely spent more time thinking about vlogging than I've actually spent vlogging. I record a lot. I record a lot of me talking, but I don't get myself to put the recordings together, edit them, and then post it online. And there's some hiccup in me moving forward in just sharing my thoughts as I travel to whoever until my audience grows naturally from me sharing consistently. So I don't really give a fuck. I don't know what to say right now. I just know that I need to post a video, and then I'm going to start doing it regularly, because that's more important than what's in the video. I look around and I see all kinds of things about Thailand, and like people going pretty close to viral really quickly. Like channels that have been up for 6 months that are reaching, 100,000 people per video. And I'm like kind of getting envious, and I'm like, fuck, I just need to start. So I guess the subject of this video just came out. Just get started. And you're talking to someone who has spent so much of their actual time shooting photos for other people, couples, honeymoons. I was in Hawaii before the Philippines. I spent many years learning how to shoot people on the beach. And somehow I don't have the capacity to do that for myself, so that I can be myself on camera and start getting, paid for that. Let me get another bite of my durian. So again, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, a blog, anything that you're actually capable of doing, you better get started. Because if you don't start, you won't start. And I've been geeking out lately about routines and building up the motivation to start, and to commit hours a day to one thing, which is YouTubing right now. You have to choose one thing. You cannot take 2 steps at one time. And one action focused is much more effective than 5 actions that have a small amount of intention in them. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't grow. It doesn't build. And so I'm realizing that with some intensity. And I've just been, geeking out. Deep research. I'll post some links to other videos, but like, this isn't about watching anything. This is about going for it. If you don't know what to say, you're going to say, script it out. If you need to script it out every time, do that. But like, get your video, get your blog, get whatever you wanted to be doing happening regularly in your life. Otherwise, it won't happen. And you're the one who dictates that. So if this doesn't motivate you, I'm sure I'll make something slightly more motivating after this. I just had to get something online, honestly. And okay, so I can talk about traveling between the Philippines and Thailand. In some ways, I'm really missing the Philippines. Like, the climate is really similar. since getting to Thailand, that the air quality has been pretty bad over the whole country. Because in the north, they're burning sugarcane, and they do that seasonally every year. And 2 or 3 months out of the year, the air quality is pretty bad. But like, it's literally drifted all the way down south, and the air quality here is worse than a lot of cities right now, and it's hazy, and it's been kind of like not as enjoyable to be here in the tropics on the beach in this weird feeling haze, and this like, it's humid, but it's like there's this feeling like it's dusty in the air, and like this dust settles and there's stickiness that's uncomfortable, but it's not like tropics. It's like this smoky air makes things extra uncomfortable for everyone. And so it's been interesting navigating the Thailand since being here with that. I got here like on the 6th, and Songkran, the Thai New Year, was like on the 13th, and that was amazing. It was my first New Year's experience with Thai culture, and the way they do it with water, the world's biggest water fight. I was blown away. It was so fun, and I can share, here's some clips of that. And man, it definitely reset something. And a part of Songkran is why I'm here right now posting this stupid video that probably won't get much traction. It's not going to be that entertaining, but it has some key points that you might want to take away if you're trying to do what I'm trying to do, which is become an entrepreneur online. Like your life depends on it. It literally does depend on it if that's what you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to go back to your job or trying to find a job to work for someone else, to fulfill someone else's dream. And we're evolving out of that rapidly. AI and technology is about to replace so many monotonous, repetitive, robotic jobs with robots, right? And all those jobs that people are getting upset that are going to be replaced, it's like, well, if you can be replaced, your job wasn't that valuable to you. Like, you as a person are more valuable to yourself than you are an asset to another company, another person's dream, right? So if we're spending the majority of our waking day working for a paycheck from another company, from someone else, we're giving most of our conscious power and energy to someone who's making money from us. And we're literally giving our dream away instead of posting videos like this until they get traction, until we get an audience, until we crystallize what we're saying. We have to walk the path. We have to practice. We have to be consistent. And it does not fucking happen overnight. And there's some weird compulsion in the way we generate dopamine that wants to happen so badly overnight. And that's why it doesn't start. It's like, I'm not going to start anything that doesn't give me pleasure immediately. Why would I do that? I've got all of these things, after this, I go smoke a joint. And it's like, I got all these things that can numb me and pause me and make me feel okay that I'm not moving forward. But ultimately, I'm just putting off the inevitable, which is me becoming an entrepreneur because I fucking need to. Like, my life depended on it. It's the only way through this next cycle of upgrades, of humanity, of the way we're going to live our lives. If you don't self-authenticate and self-improve, you're going to be a slave to mediocrity. And that's okay. Like, I don't want to get on anyone's case about that. We're not all in the place of wanting to work for ourselves. We don't all have the vision to see that that's possible. A lot of people really like having a job and a schedule and a routine and not having to think about running their own business or being themselves, right? But at some point, you won't have a choice but to be yourself, and you'll feel very uncomfortable following the status quo because it's going down in a way that is obvious, like only the people who are lost and seeking validation are the ones, living out these trends. And more people are finding themselves and choosing day to day how they want to dress, how they want to feel, how they want to look, based on how they are and not how they are in relation to comparisons of another. I want to fit in with myself. I want to feel safe and purposeful in relation to nothing. I want that to be known inside my body, and that takes practice and daily consistently showing up in the way that I want to. And again, that's why I'm here. And ultimately, this video is pretty much for me, and I have no idea if this is going to benefit anyone because it feels like a long rant with a lot of durian burps in between. And there's nothing special about this video except this vigor, this desire, this hunger to be me and start to commit more and more of my time, energy, and attention to this long-term game that doesn't provide any cheap, quick dopamine or pleasure. And that's the commitment to ourselves that builds a better me, that builds better relationships in my life, that ultimately gives my purpose to other people in the form of service and product that makes me purposeful, makes me valuable. And each one of us has something within us to offer a group of people. This is life. This is the way economy and commerce works. It's not about manipulating or controlling a large populace to then dominate a mindset so that people are crawling to you for necessities. That's the old way. It's about living up to your own standards and being the change you want to see in the world until your cup overfloweth. And then people are like, how the fuck can I get some of that? How much does your information and your blessing cost? Because what you've done with yourself is immaculate and I want to learn, Yeah. I just keep spinning on this energy. Like, get hungry and commit, show up and start being consistent, because it doesn't take a genius to be repetitive. It doesn't take a warrior to wake up and post a YouTube video. Like, we don't need to go so hardcore unless we do. And the battle is inside. The hardcore intensity is it's an inside job. It's an inside game. And if we can't convince ourselves to live up to our own standards and be the best person for ourselves, no amount of external validation is going to make that actual. It's going to make that authentically permanent. Yeah. Either way, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this durian without talking so much, and I'm glad I got that off my chest. And yeah, whether you like this video or not, like it, subscribe. I don't give a fuck. At some point I will care, but this is literally for me and to show you that it's not about anything but getting videos online, baby. In the beginning, post regularly. Your voice, your subject matter, everything you want to perfect or everything that you judge yourself for will start correcting itself naturally. But you have to start walking the path. Cheers.